Hello, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon. Thank you for joining this call. Welcome to CSG Coffee Talk and SAP Business by Design. So, I'm Priyanka Rajput. I'm a certified SAP by Design consultant. Today's topic is RFQ for contract in SAP Business by Design. So, before I start the session, as usual, I'll just show you the agenda. So, first, I'll give you the overview of this topic, and then we'll talk about the pain points of the customer. Then I'll show you the live demo in the system. Then we'll talk about the key takeaways from the session, and then we will have the open discussion. So if I give you the overview, basically RFQ for contract is something the sourcing using the SAP Business by Design. So small and medium sized companies can simplify their procurement process by making contracts with their suppliers. And if you have contracts with your suppliers, the purchasing process can be done automatically. And before you make a contract, it is very wise or very good decision to send the request for quotation first to the selected supplier. Based on the quotation, select one or more supplier and make contracts with them. So I'll show you in the system that how we do this. Okay, before that, the pain points. Okay, so from the customer point of view, the pain points could be like this. Like how to find a potential supplier to purchase goods and services. Then how to request information such as pricing and conditions about the product that you wish to purchase. How to compare the quotes received from an for an RFQ to see which bidders or maybe the suppliers offers the best price. Not just the best price, maybe there are some more specification we require that we can just compare. So how to select the most suitable supplier for your requirement, that also you can check like by comparing. By design give us the option to compare the quotes. Then how to create purchasing contract from the accepted quote. This is all we will see in the demo today. So make sure that we have the access to the work center, sourcing and contracting. Sorry. In that, we have the request for quotation. We'll go here. And here we'll create a new RFQ. So we can simply put a name here. We have the option to choose the submission deadline, like till when the submission can be done. So let me just take it 31st October of this year, this month. Then the currency, let me take US dollar. So we have two types of RFQ, RFQ for contract or RFQ for purchase order. So we are seeing it for the contract. So if the submission deadline is 31st October, then maybe we can take from 1st November the contract time, 1st November to 31st October 2022 for a year. If we want to combine it with a project, then we can just take a project task here. The buyer responsible, sorry, we'll take the company. Yeah, if we have any notes, then we can add it here. So you can enter the general information for RFQ. You can specify the RFQ type, which determines whether the RFQ is created to find a source of supply for a purchase order or to negotiate a contract. So this is the example I'm showing for the negotiate a contract. Next, here we can add the product. For example, 200 US dollar I'm seeing here. Here, this is $500. Now here I can choose the bidders. So make sure we have already have the master data for the bidders and the suppliers here. Okay, I'm taking two here. Next. So this request for the quotation I will send to the bidders. They will get the details that what I want. Okay. All right. Now, sorry, we will go to the RFQ only. Okay. So this is the RFQ I just created. So on this RFQ, now I will have the quotes and then I can just compare the quotes. So one by one, like I have two bidders. So first I will create the quote for this one. Maybe 1000 US dollar target value I'll take here. Now the what is the price this bidder is giving. So let me take 300 US dollar here and 600 US dollar here. And then submit. On the same RFQ, I'll create another quote for the. Okay, now this time taking this one. Next. Okay, so let me just take the less price here, the one which I mentioned the RFQ 200 and 500. Then submit. Okay. So now we can compare the codes, the two codes which I just created on this RFQ by clicking here. Okay, so we have these two code. So this is how the pain point of the customer was, like how they can compare that which one is best. So this is screen which will help us that which one to choose based on the information and the price they have given for the product. So if I compare, then I find the quote one best according to my requirement from ABM Insurance. So I will just award it here. Yeah, this is the winning quote. So if I check the quotation now, yes, we can see this is the awarded quote. So this is how we create the RFQ for the contract. And if I check the contracts now, yeah, here I can see that complete the purchasing contract. So from there it automatically created this completing the purchasing contract, which is 77. Let's see what is the status here. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we saw that when we awarded the code, the selected code has created this contract based on all the information which is in the status of preparation. We can see if we want to add more details here and then we can just release it simply. Yeah, we can see the one we choose, it's here. Okay, so this is went for the approval. So it's saying the task is unassigned. Let me just assign it to somebody. In ideal cases, it should go into the manager only. 77. Okay, let's see. I'm assigning it to Fred only. Yeah. So this is the contract released. We can also preview it. Yes, so all the details are here. The supplier we choose. Now we also have, okay, let me just show you the document flow also, like how it started. Okay. So first we created the request for quotation. Then there's the supplier quote, which is the awarded one is showing here. Then the purchasing contract. And if I see the request for quotation document flow, yeah, here we can see even more better. Like from one request for quotation, we like send the details to the bidders, two bidders, and from that one contract has been created from the awarded one. Now we can also check it a report where this can be tracked. So the report name is contract tracking. This report shows contract utilization in terms of target quantities, target values, and already released quantities and value. Show it show if sorry shows if and how intensively the contracts are used in operating purchasing, can be used an additional source of information for the report release document per contract. Okay, here we see. So this is the contract ID from this supplier, and we can see what all has been done here. And let me check if we have the RFQ also here. Okay, okay. So here we can just track the contract, like what is the target quantity, the release one, and all. So for this one, this I already created yesterday. Okay, we can check more, I think. Okay. Yeah, so this report will show you the release document per contract. So I created, tested this one, this contract, then it's showing for this one. Okay, so this is the key takeaways from the session. So SAP by Design has a inbuilt sourcing functionality that we just saw. So SMEs, that is small medium enterprise companies, can simplify their procurement process by making contract with their suppliers. And we saw the demo and sourcing functionality readily available in SAP by Design, as we saw. And after maintaining all the quotation, like here we created two quotation, we can select the compare code which can be awarded or declined. So we awarded, and then a contract has been created from that. The awarded quotation will automatically be the made for the purchasing contract. Yes, so we had the contract which was in preparation, so automatically that has been created. So I think this is all from this session. Thank you everyone.